Hi Scorpios, welcome to your reading for January 4th, 2024. Days are moving right along. I hope this year is treating you nicely. Let's just jump right in. If you want to enter to win a reading on 111, just put free reading in the comments. And I'm going to start saying that at the beginning so that y'all remember and I remember. Okay, let's go. All right. Ringing, singing. Might be a time for singing. Celebration. What do Scorpios have coming towards them? January 4th, 2024. Okay. Five of Wands. Some sort of. Five of Wands is usually combative, but we're using the Fairy Tale Tarot. So it's like the effort. Okay, this one's behind it. Ace of Crystals or the Ace of Pentacles. So the effort required to make this flower blossom essentially is like the energy of the Five of Wands in this card. She's caring for it. I think she also is born from it. We can read it. And then you have the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So you might have a new opportunity coming in, one that's going to require some effort, but it's going to bring clarity and even a projection of this like rainbow that leads eventually to the Ten of Crystals or the Ten of Pentacles. One more, please, Spirit, for the overall energy of today from this Fairy Tale Tarot. These inner child cards. These are really like old cards. They don't shuffle too well. Maybe you're feeling like you're too old to start something new. You don't shuffle well, but the Five of Wands and the Ace of Crystals is like you've got, once you get over that initial like hump, it'll definitely be rewarding. The Nine of Crystals, or otherwise known as the Nine of Pentacles. That's beautiful. So the Nine of Crystals, this talks about building a legacy. I think this is her sister in the story of this card, but she's reading a book to this child here, and then the candles are all lit on this Christmas tree, talking about the like light in the darkness, essentially, like wish fulfillment as well. She's waiting for the presents under this tree for tomorrow. So for the Ten of Pentacles, again, as I said, we can read these. Minor Arcana cards are a bit shorter, and I really love the messages from these cards, so it's always nice to go through them. The Roman goddess Flora is an essential figure in nature. This is for the Five of Wands. She represents all that flowers and blooms, and her festival is May Day. So by May, you might be seeing the results of this effort or this new endeavor. You might also be being gifted something. She holds the mystical power of procreation and self fertilization. One might say she is the queen of flowers. A five-pointed flower is often called by alchemists the sacred womb, where all perfection and beauty may arise. Flora, who is pictured in this card as a flowery fairy, is honoring the blossom time that is a vital part of the symphony of nature. Beautiful. She calls upon you to expand and unfurl the divinity sleeping within your heart. Your female side is flourishing. This is an opportune time to paint or color a mandala. Visualize it as the opening of your soul. Realize that this time in your life is not a struggle, but a dance or unfolding of your creative and intuitive gifts. Some changes may be on the horizon. Focus on the constructive freedom the universe is offering you. The keynote is to open yourself. Consider the significance of this beautiful saying. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Beautiful. So I got this really strong sensation while I was reading through this card that this is like the opposite of Scorpio energy in a way. Like Scorpio is about transformation and regeneration, rebirth. But also, I think that opening yourself and trusting the process of the universe, maybe not necessarily like trusting in others, but learning to like trust that the universe has your back is a little bit daunting for you. That's coming through really strongly. So maybe it's just somebody I'm channeling, but this is your time to blossom and to open and to like allow everything in its time. Yeah. So the Ace of Crystals, that's all I have for that one. Anyway, whatever it is that you're working on right now, you might start to see like very beautiful results like quite quickly. The Ace of Crystals to the Nine of Crystals, and starting by May. You might know somebody named May. Interesting. Or dealing with a Taurus. This is a fire sign card, but thinking about May, Tauruses. In northern folklore and legend, a belief exists that during the winter months, when the earth is silent and asleep under her blanket of snow, the gnomes are busy weaving crystals from the light of the moon, the sun, and the stars. When the rebirth of springtime arrives, the gnomes offer these precious gems to the sky, and through the gentle rain of springtime, the magnificent rainbows are created. The hard-working gnome in this card has uncovered a beautiful crystal for you. The time has come for you to accept the promise of hope, unity, and abundance that this crystal brings. The rainbow in the sky is a bridge uniting heaven and earth and representing the harmony of all people. The Chinese called the rainbow the Tai Chi, or Great Ultimate, uniting yin and yang. That's beautiful. When the Ace of Crystals appears in your reading, great potential is being uncovered and tremendous possibilities are present in your life. For this card depicts a dynamic rebirth on the physical level. You may be birthing something magical, be it a baby, a business, a book, a relationship, or a new phase of self expression. You are blessed by the presence of the glorious crystal brought to you by this humble gnome. An ace in any suit says yes, begin anew. Many ideas and dreams that have been hidden for years are now revealed. Look at how big this crystal is. There's all these other ones too, and it's just shooting this rainbow. Oh, that's a really awesome crystal. If a gnome gifted me that crystal, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. So you might be feeling a bit like that, like, whoa, this is such an enormous gift. Like, how do I even live up to to it? Nine of Crystals. A fire is brilliantly glowing inside the gnome cottage. Here we go. I'll show it to you. On this card is the thrill and anticipation of Christmas Eve fills the air. A stage of completion draws near. Much preparation has gone into creating a festive and warm holiday. The gestating hope and wonder of gifts yet to come instill a new sense of awe as Christmas morning draws near. The mama gnome is pregnant, and her candle symbolizes the light of the new soul about to be born. Presents under the tree remain unopened, and the stockings on the hearth are not yet filled. The 9 stockings over the fire represent profound receptivity to higher forces. Oh, that's how you handle it. You open yourself to the divine. Yeah, that's going to be the title of this reading, I think. While the 9 candles illuminating the beautiful Yule tree turn it into a glowing crystal. Ooh. The little gnome girl anticipates the arrival of St. Nicholas, yet she knows she must sleep and surrender to another world of dreams before his magical offering will come. Expectation abounds. The 9 of Crystals marks the period of life when the divine potential of the future is near. The mama gnome is reading a story to her child. When you receive this card, realize that you are also meant to be the storyteller of your life. This came out in your reading yesterday, Scorpio, about weaving a story, a new story. The story can be only as conscious as the one who tells it. What new theme, fairy tale, or adventure will you enter into next? As you move into this period of completion, trust in the goodness of what is yet to manifest in your life. A magical gift, a special friendship, or a new opportunity may be on its way. Sorry. So this is a really lovely energy to open this reading. I don't really know what else to say about it, except it looks like you have blessings, and there will be like a little bit of a I got the 8 of Wands on the bottom of this deck, like coming in quickly again, coming in quickly and then growing quickly. Maybe it came at Christmas time, or maybe you'll see from May to Christmas of next year, your blessings like massively increasing, like, or exponentially is what I'm hearing, like increasing. So I'm gonna pull a couple of these. You know what? I think I'm actually just going to pull one. Spirit, please give us one animal energy, spirit animal energy for this reading, and then we'll move into the tarot. Oop. Okay. Getting this kind of vibe going on today. Let's just shuffle it all around. Your life might be shuffling all around, or you might feel like it is, like with this new blessing coming in. If it's a child, if you're going to have a child, there are certainly adjustments to be made in the home for bringing a baby in, right? So there is definitely like some shuffling. If it's a project, same thing. If it's a project that you release into the world, you may find you're getting more attention for it than you expected. And this might be shuffling things around within you. I'm seeing this crystal as like a physical body that is like shining light. It might be clearing out some like shadow baggage you were holding on to. Ten of Cups. This came out in your reading yesterday. You saw me shuffle. Ten of Cups is on its way. Total emotional fulfillment. So this is physical and emotional fulfillment. This is you blossoming. This is your time. This is your year, Scorpio. Woo! That's awesome. Forest animals. I asked for one animal and it gave me all the animals. Community, connectedness, growth. You might, be overwhelmed by the power of your manifestations at this time. Just like, oh, I asked for one. What am I going to do with 10? The 10 of Cups carries feelings of happiness and contentment with life. We know what the 10 of Cups is. You'll naturally create a bridge between differences so that common ground can be found. Finding the emotional strength to extend an olive branch will have lasting positive effects. If you're experiencing conflict or a difficult situation, lean into the 10 of Cups energy. Focus on what you have in common rather than where your differences keep you apart. The 10 of Cups message is that we all gain when we work together to create an atmosphere that promotes peace and harmony. The forest animals come together for the 10 of Cups as they are a community that brings their unique talents and resources to support each other. One thing that's coming through with this 5 of Wands here as well, and all these forest animals, is that there's predators and prey here. So you, like with the olive branch, extending an olive branch, you might have to like kind of be the bigger person in a situation, and that might be your 5 of Wands. But it's going to bring you like major happiness. Take that only if it resonates. If something is not for you, please don't keep it. Follow your intuition, really, because especially for something like that, like you want to be careful of accidentally gaslighting yourself, like I guess you don't want to extend an olive branch to an enemy just to feel like spiritually higher or something, if it's going to be like bad for you, you know what I mean, or if it's not really going to do any favors other than this temporary peace. I don't know why that's coming through, but if somebody's out of your life, it might be better to have the olive branch be something you offer the divine. Again, open yourself to the divine. If it's a physical situation with another person that you can't help, that's coming through here. If you're being petty, or you know that there's a possibility of transformation, or you think there's a possibility of transformation and your intuition tells you to go for it, extend the olive branch, but remember to hold your boundaries. The Prince of Cups is coming out in your past energies. The Prince of Cups is water. I think he's the airy part of water. So he's basically tempered the winds or the storm in order to have this like artistic capability, flying on this eagle. So you might be using art or something to create your own freedom. You might be making a business out of your art, or this is something you wanted to do in the past. You might be a painter. I'm seeing this like paintbrush here, and then I'm also remembering the weave your own story. So maybe you wanted to be an artist in the past and you wanted to have this freedom, but you had to learn how to like hold your snake in a cup. Your kundalini had to be contained. Or yeah, he's a snake charmer. He's like charmed this snake to be able to fly this eagle, which is really cool. Um, what I'm seeing, and I've never seen this with this card before, but there's this water below this eagle, and I am getting this image or channeling this like story about this Prince of Cups that he's tried to do this multiple times, and he's like needing to reflect on this water in order to bring up from beneath what's there, but he's fallen in over and over and over, and this is him learning to maintain his balance finally, on this flying eagle to divine what's beneath. So it's like you're finally getting enough perspective and you've gained enough skill in what it is that you do to be able to bring up those subconscious messages without succumbing to them, which is, I think, why Scorpios, we've been ruled by Pluto for a long time, and Pluto's moving into Aquarius for a while. And I think that maybe with all of this community around, that's really done a lot to help shift the narrative from like doom and gloom deep dives to like bringing to the surface that which needs to be seen. um yeah, so this is really nice. Whatever's been sort of locked below or sunken below, like you're able to reflect on it in a cheerful light. Even like if it's something even like really dark, it's like you're finding ways to realize like I needed that lesson for this, and that lesson taught me, this person taught me that, and maybe the olive branch is just that. Like if there's somebody or many people in your past who you held resentments towards, this is just you offering the olive branch to them in your like psychic space and in your heart space, and welcoming the lessons that have been taught through them to you in order to get to this place you're at now, which is like abundance, overflowing abundance. um Four of Cups reversed, yeah, like this is you overturning that resentment. This is you like not turning away the cup of spirit, like the cup that spirit is handing to you. I'm actually really curious about the reverse reading in the Thoth Tarot of this card, because I don't remember the last time I got this card upside down. Oh, that's probably why there are no reversals mentioned here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just intuit. That's totally cool. I intuit a lot, anyways. What I'm seeing is that the water, yeah, the water's on top in this card. All of those waters that were below in the Prince of Cups, they're on top here. And the lotus that's pouring the water out is being filled up. So it's like everything you've poured your cups into in the past that has brought disappointment, this is you like recalling your energy. And if you have the Isis Oracle cards, or you want to order the Isis Oracle cards, or you know somebody who has them, there's like a spell in there about recalling your energy from like past experiences. It's a ritual. I don't know if I would call it a spell, but there's really lovely rituals in that deck. And it's very powerful. I gave mine away a while ago. I might have to get another because I really like that deck. Let's see here. The Devil. This is so interesting. Okay. So what you're bringing to the surface is whatever your devil is. It's like you're making friends. Your reading, the title of your reading yesterday was If You Can Make the Devil into a Ten of Cups, You Can Find Happiness in Your Own Backyard. And the whole point of that reading was that you were kind of dealing with a devil figure or a devil energy in the past and releasing it and realizing this is you realizing that you faced your devil and thanking the devil for showing up as it did because it brought this nine of pentacles, this ace of pentacles, this rebirth for you. This is you learning to thank and love your enemy because you see the strength that it has given you. We're currently in Capricorn season. Yeah, I think so. So this is some of this, for some of you, this is happening right now. Like maybe even as we speak or as you watch this. Maybe you get a phone call or a communication. But with the Nine of Cups and the Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, it's like something tangible. Maybe something tangible and like really, it just opens up your emotions to like all the possibilities, all the, like your emotional realm is just like wildly abundant because of whatever this is walking away. Indolence. So clarifying the Prince of Cups with the Four of Cups reversed. I'm seeing this as your shadow energies. The other side of this coin is like you did have to walk away from something and you did not feel good about it. This came up in your reading yesterday as well. It might have been the kind of thing where you were in like an infinite loop or cycle, even if it was with yourself. With the Eight of Cups here and the Ten of Cups up here, it could be that you were doing something that was, again, you have 4 and 8. So you might be saying 4 for 4, 8, 8, 8, like those sorts of synchronicity numbers. But it's like you give up these 4 cups and then you still have disappointment and you turn it over and you like refill them all. You were giving up something broken, all these cracked cups, but it didn't make it easier, right? Like admitting that your cups were broken maybe made you a little bit angry. Again, resentment's coming up. This guy, the Prince of Cups, he can be a little bit, he has an energy of volatility about him. Like wind and water, right? They create waves. Like you might have been the kind of person who was making waves in a situation. Or you may have had to make waves and you weren't like used to being that kind of person. But there was arguing, like endless cycles of strife and growth without birth. I'm hearing Queen of Wands reversed. Again, maybe somebody was doing black magic on you. She came out yesterday, reversed as well. And then you have the Devil here. The Queen of Wands reversed with the Devil is somebody who's trying to keep you emotionally stagnant, trying to repress your artistic abilities, trying to keep you blue. I feel like this reading is pretty straightforward. Prince of Discs reversed. This is you becoming receptive to the world of formlessness, to spirit, to the divine. This brings you, I think, a sort of unity or joy that I don't know you realized was even possible. I think that you find that this is what you've been looking for a long time. And yesterday's reading talked about how it was right. It was within you. Happiness was within you or right in your backyard. And, you know, when we practice our our practice, we go within, but we go within in order to like commune with all. Um, this is you, like, I think enjoying perhaps being in like meditative states or formless. Again, formlessness is coming to mind, like water, like all this water pouring into this lotus. Like there's 1,000 ways you could go, or there's something about you learning to weave your perception also. I'm seeing this lotus as like um a face with these like eye projections, like looking out at like the waters that are pouring into it. That's interesting. I'm gonna pull this one. Change reversed. Finding stability. Jupiter and Capricorn. Yeah, this is you finding stability. You have the infinity symbol here, figure 8, jumping onto a new timeline, a new cycle. There was a reading, I think last week, called Switching Timelines, or something. It had something to do with switching timelines. I'm not even sure, like, how much further we need to go into this. Let's pull a few. 26, 25 on the timer. Let's pull a few of the Rider Waite tarot, like, just cause. This actually feels heavy and I don't want to touch it. Nope. Um, let's do this one instead. This is the Lenormand deck. I like this deck regarding social situations. So because it looks like you have community coming in, maybe we can. The anchor, yeah. Finding stability. Okay, Scorpios. This is really just gonna repeat itself if I keep going. Like spirit's making that obvious. Don't overthink it. Open yourself to the divine, to your blessings, to your destiny. Make peace with your devil by embracing the lessons that this encounter has brought you. Know that the encounter is over. Know that what's coming is, or what's here, it's already here. Our rewards for the struggle, like you've already, in this card, you've already been through the struggle. It's just you're opening now. Like the struggle to open is already achieved. You just need to like soak it in, basically. You might have a birthday on the 9th, the 10th, the 15th of and the 8th of November. If you're a Scorpio, if you're a cross watcher, you might be a Capricorn. You might also be dealing with, or have been dealing with, a Pisces or sort of uncouth water sign. And this aspect of the Prince of Discs reverse is also telling me that you've, by encountering your opposite, I don't know a lot about astrology, but the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus, right, on the zodiac calendar. And so it's like you're learning to understand how that part of your chart anchors you, like where it is that you feel your homey creature comforts. And it's strangely, or maybe completely aptly, in this moon in Cancer, Four of Cups reversed energy with the Ten of Cups. It's emotional fulfillment through receiving. I'm also hearing like you manifest through your feelings. You've manifested through your feelings in your past. You've followed your heart, and not getting rewards for that led to a sort of resentment as well. And like now you're finally being rewarded. Anyway, so you're embracing the Taurian part of your chart. So you might look in your chart and see where Taurus is at. See if that helps you out. You might be 35 years old. That is the only number standing out to me here for that. 9. Yeah, 999. All right, Scorpios, if you liked this reading, please like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and I appreciate all of you, excuse me, who already have. You can enter to win that free reading on 111 by putting free reading in the comments. and you can book a personal with me on Etsy if you would like to. That's all linked in the description box below. You can donate on Cash App, and you can join Patreon for $5.55 a month if you want readings from decks sometimes that I cannot use on YouTube, or just small affirmations or moon rituals on occasion. So that's all. Thanks for being here. Have a good day. Enjoy your blessings.